Good day, everybody. Survivor Gamer here. We are playing Empyrion Galactic Survival Alpha 10.6 Experimental. As you can see, right now I'm at my secret planet. Don't tell the Xerax, but I'm on a arid planet right now in creative mode, and over here is a couple of ships that I've already made. Okay, in the distance there I've got some ships that I've made previously in 10.5. I may still have, well, I'm still contemplating on them. I can fix them up, but I find them too overpowering now. So, anywho, let's go and take a look around, shall we? This here is the first the first hover vessel that I've already spawned into the game. Okay. As you can see, oh, hang on. Now I don't know where I'm going. I'm changing my view. There. Okay. There, I have nothing in my hands. So, because I've got weights and volume turned on, CPU is on during the regular games that I'm playing. Okay? Now, a couple of things I noticed in creative mode. For some strange reason in creative mode, it's like they have the weights and volume shut off along with the CPU. So the results that you do get from the CPU is correct, but efficiency, it may not be the same in normal gameplay. I'll tell you that right now. Now, I've also learned something along the way too. See, this here is a hover vessel unlock level 3. It's cheap. Very cheap. Okay? Let me show you here how cheap it is. Showed you in during the other videos. But look, only 24 iron, 67 carbon substrate, 64 copper, and 59 silicon. 6 minutes, 10 seconds to make. Very cheap and easily obtainable. It also has a harvester module. It's easily obtainable at level 3. Okay? What all does it have in it? Not much. If you take a look, it's got the okay, I'll tell you what, let me regroup this. There. There's got the one cockpit, two equipment, which it does have the detector, which is now at level 3. I think it used to be at level 5. They knocked it down to level 3. Wireless connection is on there as well. So, very handy. 2 fridges, 1 fuel tank, 1 generator, 3 harvest, which is 1 harvester module, and 2 container controllers for ore and wood, which I am going to increase that a bit. I want to be able to add maybe another 2 more of these, because I noticed 1 container controller with the weights and volume turned on, you're only able to put in 25 wood in here. Okay? Now I noticed is you can't put any of these together in the same area, okay? They all have to be separated. So I'm going to see about making some in like a zigzag formation along the back end of it. So that way I can throw 4 of these on, and that will give me a capacity of 100 wood that I can pick up at a time. Now, whether that will be too much weight on the hover engines, I don't know, because they're only ground repulsor engines. That's something that needs to be tested. And it's got 2 spotlights as well. So as you can see, there's not much on there, but it's everything that you need to start off at a level 3. It's got lights so you can continue working at night. It's got the harvester so you can collect wood so you can make your fuel. It's got fridges so that nothing will spoil in your inventory. You just have to keep it fueled up and keep it going. And you can keep this going as long as you want. Now, moving up to level 5, which is where I'm going up to very shortly. Level 5, what I have here, this is my small lifter right here, okay? This is made specifically for this hover vehicle and that hover vehicle, okay? As a matter of fact, I have to add one more thing to this. Let's go in here, and I noticed that on the other one too, so. Hover vessel, and I need a landing pad. Landing pad, here we go. I just want one. There we go. Let me hit F6, bring that back up. Tab, bring that down. And we'll turn you upside down. And that'll go right over top of that, just like that. There. That's it. This is now ready for the SV. This is the SV here. Basically, it's designed so that it's high enough for anything with a ground repulsor or regular hover engines. You know, that they're able to park underneath here. You're still able to hop out of the hover vessel. That's why I have a little hole there. And then you're able to run up and then jump into your SV, which is the idea. And then when you land the SV, you know, you get up above your cockpit, just run up the hill and down the hill into the hole, and you're in your hover vessel. That simple. And there's not much to it as well. It's everything that you can put on here that is only at a level 5, and it's only what's needed. Okay? However, I do want to add a couple more things to it. Because I've noticed for the CPU statistics on it, look, I'm not even halfway to the 6,000 mark. So I got lots of room. I'm gonna add a couple of Gatling guns and armor, or yeah, some ammo storage as well. And this way, at least, I'll be able to go around and check out the area. It's going to be used more or less for dropping off, picking up hover vessels, the small ones, the beginners, along with, well, kind of like intermediate beginners, the other hover vessel. And at the same time, it'll be more or less like a scout. it's, I'll show you what it's made of. Again, very cheap. Look, 15 minutes, 26 seconds to make. 206 carbon substrate, 38 iron, 156 copper, 124 silicon. Very easily obtainable. It has one RCS, 2 left, 2 right, 2 up, 3 down, and 3 back, 2 front. And like, I tested it out here and I'm having no problem lifting them and moving them. The only problem I am having with this is say the hover vessel you want to pick up is on your base. Alright, it's on a platform on your base. It's on a block. You go and park your SV on your base, it's going to land. And now, when you come over to attach your hover vessel to your SV, it's unable to attach to it because it's attached to the base. So it has to be unattached. I look for variations and ways to be able to do that. The only way I can think of to be able to still get the right height is just hover a little bit above and then tilt the nose up a little bit. You're still able to park your HV onto it. Or, like you see here, go on to normal terrain. And then you're able to park it right on it, no problem. But this is what's going to be coming up once I get to level 5 in the regular gameplay. And then I'll be able to test its ability to be able to pick up stuff like these 2 hover vessels especially. Like, I am very curious to see whether or not it can pick this one up. Alright, as you can see, it's a hover vessel, level 5, armed. Let me show you what this one's got. Unlock level 5. Cheap. 80 iron, 164 copper, 129 silicon, 189 carbon substrate. So it's not armored, definitely not, but it is armed. It's got a minigun turret, retractable. It's got 2 Gatling guns, and it also has a harvest module. So you're able to collect wood and defend yourself, or if you want, just shoot down drones. That's what I like to do. But it's got the 4 regular hover engines and 1 RCS. It's got 2 left, 2 right, and 3 back, 2 front. And it's not bad. It's not bad. But once again, we will see how that feels when we get into regular game mode with this. Now, coming up after level 5, well, what else can we do with level 5 here? Let's go into the unlock tree, shall we? The base. Yeah, of course. Level 5 for the base. Let's see, what can we unlock in here? Woohoo, elevator. Hangar doors. But hangar doors, they require cobalt. So we still have to look for things for that. It's the energy matrix that costs the cobalt. Large instructor, that's coming up very shortly. The container controllers for the base. And then the armor locker, and of course that in under tools, I believe, no, weapons, then I'll be able to unlock the armor as well. It's only 2 points. I can start throwing some turrets on there. And of course, sentry guns. So that's all you can do with the base for level 5. Okay? Was there anything else I can do with level 5? Yeah, I can add a small constructor to the hover vessel. But I find CPU on it is 2000. And I don't really need it on it. Not at this stage of the game where I'm not going to be taking over POIs with it. If anything, I might be taking them apart, but I won't be taking them out. And let's see. Yeah, see level 5. I can get the armor locker here. Clone chamber. And that's when the extension starts coming in. Let's see. I can add medium thrusters, hover boosters, passenger seat, like I really need one. You know, these are all the things you can unlock at level 5. So I'm almost maxed out with this already, outside of maybe adding more thrusters if needed, providing that I can still move the weight that for the size of the containers that I have. That's going to be my idea right there. Small vessel. Let's see, I can still load a lot more in here at level 5. Let's see. I can add armor locker if I want. It will have extensions. See, only the small thrusters. See, nothing much for level 5. It's not until you get to level 7 in the SV that you're able to start building things. Okay? And of course, capital vessel. Wow, you can't even build a cockpit until you're at level 7. Now, let's take a look over on the miscellaneous. Alright, see, level 5, you can start your small vessel. Level 7, you can start your capital vessel. Now also at level 7, you are able to unlock the tier 2 CPU for the hover vessel. Same thing for the small vessel. Alright. And what else do we have here? This one's probably for the base, which I'm not really too worried about yet. It's going to take quite a while before I start maxing that out. Like I've said before, like I don't build them big, I just build them to do the job that I want them to do. Okay? So, these are things, these are 2 interesting things for level 7. Because, well, we'll go into the hover vessel and the SV very shortly to explain CPUs once you start getting up to level 7. Now, as far as weapons is concerned, let's see, anything I can do at level 5? Yeah, I can start the sniper, but, you know, I'm still having a lot of fun with my starter hover vessel, you know, just going around running them over. I just gotta make it so that it's not so tipsy, because man, it's very tippy. And I'm thinking if I add an RCS to it, it's probably going to help out quite a bit. Now let's take a look at coming up for level 7. Alright? I'm only going to talk about this vessel, and this vessel for now. That's all I'm going to talk about. I'm not going to talk about these two or anything yet, because again, these were ones that I built back in level Alpha 5. So, oh sorry, 10.5. Need not apply at this point in time. As you can see, I started another platform here for another hover vessel. Like I said, I'm going to rebuild this so I can add more to it. Little thing I learned about these cargo blocks is they act kind of the same way as your ammo boxes. I don't know if you understand that yet. What I mean by that is, okay, when you have your harvester module already connected to at least one of these, okay, what happens? Alright, under weights and volume, go around, collect wood. Alright, you collected the 25 wood. You just filled up one container. Alright. Now, by adding a second one, this is where I learned, okay, now I need to add more if I want to be able to obtain more wood at a time. So by adding a second one, once this one's filled, then it's going to start filling the second one. So that's why I'm thinking I have to build down the spine in a zigzag formation so I can add more of just the controllers, so that I'll be able to have 4 in total and I'll be able to obtain 100 wood. Alright, so that's what I'm going to be doing here. Now, let's go back into the tech tree again. We'll go into the hover vessel. Under level 7, which is when we are able to unlock those 2 upgrades for tier 2 CPU. Alright, that's when you're able to unlock your pentaxic tank and your polarized hull shield. This is for the hover vessel. And medic station, larger thrusters, which I don't really use. I don't even use the medic station. That's what I got herbs and all that stuff for. That's why I got a fridge. Now for the small vessel, same thing, level 7. Then I'll be able to add a detector to it. Cheap. Alright. Again, it enables you your pentaxic tank and your polarized hull shield for your small vessel. Alright. Keep in mind it does require flux coil, so it requires sathium and neodymium. It also contains capacitor devices, so it's going to need cobalt. Same with the oscillators. Energy mate. Oh, it needs a lot of stuff, man. It needs a lot of stuff. Most likely Erestrium and stuff like that too. Well, I can show you that right now. But this is something I've noticed. Okay? Let's go into the hover vessel first. Oh, sorry. P, hover vessel. Okay. Let's go into the CPU statistics. Alright. Here's tier 1 CPU 5,000. Tier 2 CPU is 10,000. Tier 3 CPU is 20,000. Okay? That's what that's showing us. Now, let's come over here to the HV shield upgrade. All it is the polarized hull shield and the pentaxid tank and the core. That's all it is. Okay? This is how much it takes as far as CPU wise. 15,606. So that's telling me I'll need to be a tier 3 to be able to use this efficiently, along with what I already have, which is under 5,000. Okay, even at 2,500 to this is 17,000. Okay, you're still gonna need like a tier 3. Now, you can still do it under tier 2. All right. Apparently, you have like 150% over. I don't know how you call it. Let's just say you can double the CPU that you're using, plus a half what you're using, and you still have decent efficiency. At least that's what I'm led to believe. But we're going to try that out at level 7 to see if tier 2 CPU at 10,000 plus another 2,500, which will only make it 12,000, under 13,000 we'll say, okay? And let's see if it'll fly with that. Now, I may have to upgrade thrusters or what have you to make it a little bit more efficient. We'll see. Okay? Let's take a look at level 7 upgrade for the shields for the SV. Let's take a look at that one now. This one is 16,506. Alright. See, again, it's pretty much telling me, well, in order to achieve that and be well enough under this, I'll have to be like a tier 3. But I'm pretty sure I can probably do it on a tier 2. I'm gonna give it a try. Okay, so that's coming up for level 7. As a matter of fact, for a little bonus for some of you guys, if you guys are interested in it, I'm going to do a let's build with you, alright? When it comes to level 7. We'll see what's happening. So that's what's coming up for level 7. Now you know, and this is how I build my vehicles along with the levels that I gain and for the purpose that I'm going to have them for. Again, these are not meant for taking out POIs. They're only made of cheap plastic to keep it as light as possible so that it will still have its functionality. That's all. Okay? I'll show you this little thing. This is something that I made in Alpha 10.5. Alright? This is a little HV bike. Tell you what, before I hop on and stuff, let me show you something. 2,457, so it's under half for what it's required for the CPU. Statistics, again, very cheap, under 7 minutes, and it's a level. This is a level 5. Okay, it does have 2 Gatling guns. It's got a fridge. It's got 3 hover engines along with 3 RCSs. Okay. And show you. The 3 hover engines I'm using are the ground repulsor engines. Okay? Let's take it for a spin, shall we? There we go. Let's power you up. This thing, I love it. I love it. I always thought that, well, it was a little bit too wonky when I first started playing with this in 10.5. Okay? But now that we're in 10.6, it's still slow on the turns, and for some reason it stops suddenly. That's only because it's dipping. Let me move it up a bit. Now it's only at what, 1.5. It's slow, I know. Not much speed to it. But like I said, it does have guns. And it's got quite a bit of cargo storage on it and everything else too. Alright, well, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. And plus letting you know what's coming up real soon. I will continue my Let's Play not long after I finish doing this video. I'm eager to finish it off, and I got a feeling I've got a fight on my hands. So expect some more fighting soon. Anyhow, until next time, I'm gonna say have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you next time.